Felt tight and just stuck.
Hey guys, I'm Tracy Robert with Mosaic Fitness and Nutrition. Welcome to my channel. I even put on, in the spirit of quarantine, my Tiger King leggings for you guys. It's like the craziest show that you can't take your eyes off of. If you haven't watched it, you gotta just watch it for the fun of it. So, in the season of quarantine, I decided I would put together some backpack workouts. And all you're gonna need is a backpack. You're gonna grab some books, and you can even grab a scale. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna weigh the books on the scale, and then you can wrap the books with a blanket, put it inside the backpack. That way it won't shift around so much. Okay, so you can do anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds to fill up your backpack, depending on your strength level. Now, if you're a beginner, you can go ahead and just do body weight. Intermediate, maybe 20 to 30 pounds, and if you're advanced, 40 pounds and up. Today's workout specifically is going to be focused on the lower body. So we're gonna do all exercises that are gonna strengthen the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, hip flexors, and all those muscles through the pelvis. Obviously, when you do lower body, you're also getting a lot of core work out of it as well. We're gonna start with a warm up and we'll end with a cool down. So what is the workout gonna look like? Well, once you get your backpack, we're gonna be wearing the backpack most of the time. In the back, in the front, all different ways, okay? And so we're gonna have 6 exercises. Each one is gonna be 60 seconds long. I'm gonna put a timer on at the bottom here of the screen, and then you can watch that timer, or if you have your own, maybe watch and it will beep and you can set it for a minute. So it'll be 60 seconds. Now again, if you're a beginner, you can go ahead and do it for 30 seconds. Intermediate, 45 seconds, and advanced, you're gonna go all the way up to 60 seconds. So we're gonna complete all 6 exercises, then we'll rest for a minute, grab some water, reset, and then we're gonna hit it again. So we're gonna go 4 rounds. It's gonna be about a 25-minute workout with your warm-up and cool down. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. All right, guys, we're gonna start with a warm-up. This is just gonna help prepare your body for the work it's gonna do. So make sure you have your water, have a towel. If you have a mat that you wanna use, have everything prepared. Here we go. We're gonna start with some high knees. And then once you get into the high knees, if you want, you can take it to kind of a running in place style here. Remember, if you have any orthopedic issues, you can go back to walking in place, or you can just bring those knees up to a high knee position. You can also keep it low. So for those of you with hip issues, knee issues, or ankle issues, it can be really nice to just keep it low. It'll still warm up the body. The goal for a warm-up is always to bring blood flow into the muscles, getting them prepared for work. This is gonna be the next warm-up exercise. You're going to twist the body, you're gonna bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. Again, if you have any spinal issues or orthopedic issues in the hips, you wanna just make sure you don't over-rotate. Now, y'all remember these from PE class. These are called butt kicks. Basically, you are warming up the hamstring with this. You want to make sure you keep those shoulders down, head is forward, and you're bringing your heel as close to the glutes as you can. If you can kick that booty, kick it, but again, pay attention to your own body and how your range of motion feels good. This shouldn't be painful. This should just feel like you're warming up the muscles, warming up the joints, getting some lubrication in there so that your body is ready to do the work. Okay, we have 2 variations of the jumping jack. Again, if you have orthopedic issues, you want to take that jump out of there. You're just going to extend the arm and the legs, just warming up the body for work. The second is just going to be your normal jumping jack. You want to make sure you activate the core muscles, because we're always activating the core and working the core when we're doing these. This is going to work the outside of the hips as well as the shoulders. next we're going to do what I call lean and squat. You're gonna step out to the side and then bend that leg, flex the hips. If you don't have orthopedic issues, you can go into a squat jack. And an option would be obviously take out the jump if you have issues with your hips, knees, and ankles. Okay, we have 10 seconds where you're gonna just go ahead and grab a quick drink, get ready for your first exercise. All right guys, our first exercise is squats today. So to start the position, you got your shoulders back and down, your feet are wide, about hip distance apart. You're gonna pull your belly button in towards your spine, and then you're going to flex at the hips and at the knees. You're gonna go down. You wanna push those heels back up, engage the hamstrings and the glutes. Squeeze that booty at the top. Now, if you have orthopedic issues, you wanna make sure to take an option. So you could do a mini squat. You would just cut that position in half. So instead of going down maybe 90 degrees, you can just go down like I am right there, not too low. You can even make it less than that. If you want to challenge, go ahead and add a jump. So you would jump up in the air then, even if you have the backpack on or without the backpack. Okay, we have about 10 more seconds to go here. Keep pushing, do not give up. This is when it counts the most. Finish it up, and then we're gonna grab a quick drink. Now, if you consider yourself advanced, I would do all 6 exercises and then go ahead and take a minute rest and then repeat maybe for another 3 to 4 rounds. If you are intermediate, you can take about maybe 30 seconds, grab yourself some water, catch your breath before you go to the next exercise. Remember to pay attention to your body. Everybody's level is gonna be different. Beginners, this may be something you haven't exercised in a long time, or maybe you're coming off of surgery and you've gone through physical therapy and you're getting back to working out. Take the full minute, let your body recover and rest before you're ready to hit the next exercise. So you guys can scroll past this to see the next one if you want, or you can give yourself this minute rest and then reset, and we'll be starting sumo squats in about 7 seconds. Sumo squats is next. This one is gonna work the outer part of your thighs and mid or side butt. So you wanna keep those shoulders back and down. You're actually gonna swing that backpack forward. It makes it a little bit easier to do this one. You're gonna go ahead and take a nice wide stance. You can bring the arms up like I just did, over by your ears, or you can just hang on to the front of the backpack. You wanna go ahead and squat down and keep those knees in line with the ankle. And as you squeeze back up, I want you to feel like you're zipping the inner thighs up. Again, if you have orthopedic issues, the option you can take is a mini sumo. So you just shorten your range of motion, don't go down so low. If you need a challenge, you can do quick little pulses. So you would stay at the bottom of the exercise and just pulse and do as many as you can. Hydration is super important, guys, so you want to make sure that you stop, even if you're going to the next exercise, grab a quick sip of water. Hydration is going to help you to keep those joints healthy. It's going to help move waste throughout your body and keep your cellular health hydrated. Aim for a gallon of water or half of your body weight in ounces. Ten seconds until the next exercise. We're gonna start with lunges. So you're gonna want one foot in front, the other one in back. Imagine that you are standing on a railroad track, and then we're gonna drop the legs both at the same time down. So you're gonna have 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back leg, and then you're pressing through that heel on the front leg. Keep those abs nice and tight. You're always engaging those core muscles when we're doing a lower body activity. The pelvis, the core, everything is moving. The glutes, the hamstring, and the lower leg muscles, the ankle, the foot even, is just moving and helping you stabilize throughout this movement. Fantastic work, guys. Working that leg. Get ready to switch sides. We're going to make sure that we get into the right position, shoulders back and down, pull the belly button in nice and tight in the core, and then we will begin the exercise on the other side now. My dog is not included, as you can see her over there. I actually have 3 dogs, and one is Reese, one is Snickers, and one is Sprinkles. The little chihuahua that you see running around here is Sprinkles, and she is a rescue, as well as our little Snickers is. And then Reese is a purebred Pomeranian, and I think you can hear her little voice barking at times. I apologize for that. Okay, guys, finish strong. Stay really focused on the muscles that you're working. Make that mental connection between the hamstrings and the glutes and the quads. That really will help you to engage the correct muscles. Okay, it's water time, so go ahead and grab your water bottle, especially if you're a beginner and I want you to hydrate. If you tend to drink a lot of coffee, my suggestion would be that you try to drink at least 8 ounces of water after you drink a cup of coffee. That will help you from becoming dehydrated, which can really slow down your weight loss and your fat loss. Okay guys, tighten that ponytail. I know it's gonna be getting loose now. So you should feel like you're sweating, and we're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. Your next exercise here is going to be called a curtsy squat. So when you do a curtsy squat, you're literally taking that back leg and you're moving it past the other leg into kind of a curtsy. So I grew up Catholic, so we knew how to genuflect like a champ. I went to Catholic school and everything. So if you've never done that before, then it may seem a little awkward. The other thing you want to be aware of when you're doing a curtsy squat is that your hip bones stay forward. So if you look at my upper body, it is not twisting towards the side, it is staying focused. So you want to keep your belly button, your shoulders, and your hip bones all facing forward. Let's get ready to switch sides. Now, if you need an option for this can be an intense exercise. So you can just go ahead and do squats again if you need to do something different or take a different option if this is putting too much pressure in any of your joints. If you need a challenge for this, you can stay in that position of a curtsy squat and do quick pulses. That will give it a lot of intensity and will also help to increase the cardiovascular system. guys are doing a fantastic job. Grab some water. Again, if you're advanced, just go to the next exercise. You should be feeling like this is cardiovascular as well. You could always mix this up with a core exercise in between. I have my top 6 core exercises you can find in one of the other videos for my series on getting quarantine lean. So you can check that out, and you can actually, if you want to keep going, drop down, do some planks if you don't need the full minute. Okay guys, get that backpack back on. This is your final 10 seconds. We're gonna start with side lunges or lateral lunges next. And in this exercise, again, shoulders back and down. As you step out to the side, you wanna make sure that that other foot that's out long stays on the ground. Try not to let it lift up. As you shift your weight over to the side, you bend that knee, and then you're pressing against it to come back to center and reset. Now we're gonna go back and forth. So we're just gonna go side to side on these. You could also go one at a time and do one leg for a minute and do the other leg for a minute. The option in this would be just to step out and then do a wide squat. And then if you needed a challenge, it would be an ice skater move. I didn't demonstrate it here, but it's kind of, you add a little jump and you reach and touch your toe every time you jump over and the other leg kicks back. You are almost done. We have one more exercise, so get your water. You need a little step or a little bench. You can grab a chair or even your couch. You're gonna place one leg, or one foot, I should say, on the chair with your toes kind of pressed in, and then the other leg's gonna go out in front. So it's gonna look like a squat. It's called a split squat or a Bulgarian split lunge. And so it's more of an intense exercise. So just check your level. If you feel like it's a little too intense for where you're at right now, you can always start at a lunge. You can do a squat again and just kind of practice that movement. If you want something more advanced, if this is like, I do these all the time, I need it to be more advanced, obviously we can always add weight to things. That's gonna make it more intense. You can grab more books in your backpack, you can grab some dog food, and you can be holding that in the front. The other thing you can do too is you can do pulses. So you can stay low and you can just kind of pulse and pulse and pulse. Quick, 1 to 2 second pulses, and you can do that for the minute. That will get the heart rate up, and you're doing as many reps as possible. Okay, grab a quick drink. We are going to either head into a cool down if you're a beginner. If you're intermediate, go ahead and do another round or two, and then advanced, of course, do 3 or 4 more rounds. Don't stop, take less time. If you're a beginner though, or you just wanted a quick workout, then we're going to go ahead and stretch. So you can reach out to the side, you can put your hand on your hip. We're going to do a quad stretch at first. You can always hold on to something. You can grab a chair from the kitchen. You want to pull the heel towards your glutes, and you're trying to keep your hip and your knee in the same line of motion, and keep your chest lifted. You're stretching that quad, a little bit of the fibers of the hip flexor, and you're just going to hold. Then you can kick that leg forward. We're going to go into a hamstring stretch. So you can keep that leg straight. The back leg is bent just a bit. You're going to reach down towards those toes and just round the back. It's going to give you a nice deep stretch through the glutes, through the hamstrings. You want to hold stretches about 30 to 60 seconds just to cool down. If you do have chronic issues, you want to make sure you hold a position for 1 to 3 minutes. Now, I love this one. You're going to actually kick the right leg back. The left leg is in front, and you're going over to the side, and so you're stretching the side body. So the side butt, the obliques on that side, all the muscles under your arm, and you're just stretching everything. We forget about this part of our body, and it's really crucial to make sure that we keep mobility. The hip flexors get really tight, so if you are sitting, guys, this is the exercise to do. So the hip flexor sits obviously in the hip, but it attaches to the lower lumbar, so L3, 4, and 5. So when you get up from, sitting for a long time, you take your hips, you split your legs like that, push your hips forward, like your pelvis goes forward, then you're going to reach over. So it looks similar to the one we did before, but we're just not stretching the glutes as much. And then we're all finished. And now we're going to switch sides. Same thing. You want to take the heel towards the butt, and you're going to hang on. Make sure you're not tipping forward. Try to stay up nice and tall. And the body always does well with oxygen. So make sure you're breathing deep into the belly, exhaling all the air out. This is your time for cool down to kind of reset your mind. There's that hamstring stretch again, reaching down, keeping the legs straight, and then pulling the toes up to the nose. I know you can't see my toes in there, but that's basically what we're going to do. You can see little sprinkles there. She's just having a good old time. All right, then we're going to slowly come up, and as we come up from this position, we're going to go ahead and stretch that side butt next, and that's when we're going to take that left leg and we're going to bring it behind the right, and then we're going to be stretching the hip on the left side. We're coming over to the side, almost like a little rainbow. In Pilates, we call it the mermaid stretch. Everybody loves that one in Pilates. Make sure you take a deep inhale. Exhale all the air out. Let this be a time that you can just relax, reset. You did a good workout, and now you're going to start your day. Now we're going to do the hip flexor. Push those hips forward and then come up and over. The bicep stays by the ear. For some of you, you might need to rotate that foot out a little bit more. It really just depends. Everybody's hips are a little different, so go to your comfort level. Again, do this one if you're on a plane, if you're sitting for a long time. This is the exercise to do if you have low back pain especially. And then we're going to take a deep breath in, exhale all the air out. One more time. Deep breath in, all the way up. Getting all the good stuff in the world, getting your neck. You guys did great. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout as much as I did. My legs are screaming right now. Hey, if you could, go down below. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. And then tell me in the comments what kind of content you're looking for, what kind of workouts you'd be interested in during this quarantine process. You can follow more and learn more about me at www.mosaicfitnut.com. I have a 30-day nutrition glow-up program as well as a 90-day core to cut program that is going to be rolling out really soon. So if you're interested in any of those, let's talk. I also do virtual training, so if you want to see me and you want to have more of an interaction with me, I do 30-minute virtual training sessions as well. All right, I look forward to seeing you guys back here again. Have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay healthy. Enjoy the journey, guys.